Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, The Lecture for Sleep, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of our slumbering minds. Tonight we're exploring a phenomenon that's both eerie and surprisingly common: phantom footsteps. Have you ever been drifting off to sleep? Or perhaps just waking up and you hear it? The distinct sound of footsteps, pacing in the hallway, creaking on the stairs, or walking around your room, only to find you're completely alone? Your heart pounds, your senses go on high alert, and you're left wondering, what was that? Well, you're not alone, and you're certainly not imagining things in the way you might think. This experience, often unsettling, has a name. It's a type of hypnagogic or hypnopompic hallucination. Let's break that down. Hypnagogic refers to the state just before you fall asleep, that drowsy in-between phase where your mind is starting to wander. Hypnopompic is the opposite. It's the state just as you're waking up. During these transitional periods, your brain is doing a very complex dance. It's shutting down your conscious, logical mind and firing up the dream-making machinery, or vice versa. Sometimes the wires get a little crossed. Think of it like a radio tuning between stations. For a moment, you might get a mix of two different broadcasts. In the same way, as you drift into or out of sleep, parts of your brain responsible for dreaming can activate while you're still partially conscious. This can cause you to see, feel, or in the case of phantom footsteps, hear things that aren't really there. These aren't dreams, and they aren't signs of a serious problem. They're simply sensory blips that occur in this unique state of consciousness. So why footsteps? Our brains are incredibly good at pattern recognition, especially with sounds that are significant to us. Footsteps are a primal sound. For millennia, they've signified the approach of another being, friend or foe. It's a sound hardwired into our survival instincts. So when our brain generates a random auditory signal during this sleep-wake transition, it often interprets that signal as something familiar and meaningful, like footsteps. It could also be a creak in the house or a distant noise from outside that your half-asleep brain misinterprets and amplifies into a full-blown phantom walker. What triggers these experiences? Stress, anxiety, and fatigue are major culprits. When you're overworked or emotionally drained, your brain has a harder time managing the transition into sleep smoothly. This can make hypnagogic hallucinations more likely. Changes in your sleep schedule, certain medications, or even just being a naturally creative or imaginative person can also play a role. People with vivid imaginations often report more frequent and intense hypnagogic experiences. It's important to distinguish this from other phenomena. For example, exploding head syndrome, which sounds terrifying, is another type of sleep-related auditory hallucination. People with this condition hear a sudden, loud bang, like a gunshot or a cymbal crash right as they are falling asleep. Like phantom footsteps, it's harmless, but it can be very frightening. The key difference is the nature of the sound. Phantom footsteps are often rhythmic and repetitive, while exploding head syndrome is a single explosive noise. Now, what can you do about it? The first and most important step is understanding. Knowing that this is a normal, harmless neurological quirk can instantly take away most of the fear and anxiety associated with it. When you hear those footsteps again, instead of panicking, you can remind yourself, my brain is just tuning between stations. This simple reframing can make a world of difference. Beyond that, focusing on good sleep hygiene is crucial. This means creating a calm and relaxing bedtime routine to help your brain transition into sleep more gently. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid caffeine, heavy meals, and intense exercise close to bedtime. Instead, opt for calming activities like reading a book, a real one, not on a screen, taking a warm bath, or practicing some light stretching or meditation. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques can be particularly effective. Deep breathing exercises can calm your nervous system and reduce the stress that often fuels these hallucinations. Before you go to sleep, try lying on your back and taking slow, deep breaths. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Focus entirely on the sensation of your breath. This helps to quiet the mental chatter and guides your brain more smoothly into a state of rest. If you find yourself woken up by these sounds, try not to lie there in fear. Turn on a soft light, take a few sips of water, and focus on your breathing again. You might even get up for a few minutes and walk around to reassure yourself that everything is okay before trying to go back to sleep. Some people also find that a white noise machine or a fan can be helpful. The constant, gentle sound can mask the silence, giving your brain less blank space to fill with phantom noises. It's also worth noting that while these experiences are typically normal, if they are causing you significant distress, anxiety, or severely disrupting your sleep on a regular basis, it's always a good idea to talk to a doctor or a sleep specialist. They can help rule out any other underlying issues and offer more personalized strategies to improve your sleep quality. Remember, prioritizing your mental health is just as important as your physical health, and sleep is a cornerstone of both. There is always support available if you feel overwhelmed. So the next time you're lying in the quiet of the night and you hear that faint, ghostly tread, take a deep breath. It's not a visitor from another realm. It's just your amazing, complex brain playing a little trick on you as it shifts gears from the world of wakefulness to the land of dreams. It's a sign that you are on the very edge of sleep, a testament to the powerful and sometimes mysterious processes happening within your own mind. Embrace the mystery, let go of the fear, and allow yourself to drift peacefully into a deep and restorative sleep. Thank you so much for joining our sleep lecture tonight. I hope this has shed some light on the phenomenon of phantom footsteps and brought you some peace of mind. If you found this helpful, please give us a like, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the science of sleep. Sleep well, and we'll see you in the next one.